After 2022's midterm election, Representative Maxwell Frost from Florida became the first Gen Z member of Congress. Now, two more are hoping to add to the ranks. Sally Hernandez sat down with The Hill to learn more about those candidates.
We have Julia Mueller with The Hill joining us to talk a little bit about Generation Z. So is there a push to have more Generation Zers on Capitol Hill?
Hi, thank you for having me. So I was working on a story and I talked to two Democratic candidates for Congress who are members of Gen Z. Generation Z is the group that generally is considered to begin with people born 1997 or later. And both the candidates I talked to are 26. That's just above the lower limit to run for Congress, which the cutoff is at 25. And they're pushing for younger perspectives in elected office more broadly, but particularly in Congress, where the majority is, older generations, and Gen Z is represented at this point by just one lawmaker.
And Julia, what is especially important to Generation Z that they want to see tackled when it comes to laws?
A lot of the issues that were talked about, climate change, women's rights, democracy, the emphasis was on how these issues are going to impact younger generations in the near future. One of the candidates I talked to was Joe Vogel, who's running for Congress in Maryland. He's 26, and he talked about projections related to climate change, about, different issues that the planet's expected to face by around the year 2050. He said by the year 2050, I'm still going to be younger than a number of the members of Congress than the age they are now. And so it just sort of added to the urgency that these candidates talked about in terms of dealing with these issues, thinking about how they're going to be facing them as they grow as well.
And this is a generation that is very familiar with social media, so that could really work in their favor when they're trying to get people out there to vote.
That's right. One of the candidates I talked to is Cheyenne Hunt. She's also 26 and she's running for Congress in California. She's pretty popular on TikTok, and she talks about, in terms of reaching younger voters as well, it's important to meet them where they are, use the platforms that they rely on, and find new ways to reach that demographic and really engage with them in ways that feel current and meaningful now.
Julia, thank you so much for that perspective and joining us today.
Thank you so much. Have a good one.